everyone, it is Earth Month this month, and so I thought every week for this month I will share a brand or a company that I feel is really trying the hardest to provide something good to the earth.
Now, none of the items in this video are sponsored. We're just fans of the products and companies themselves.
So, the company for this week I thought I'd share is called Majo Medicine. All of their packaging is sustainable and so well thought out. They're a small business based out of the UK. They are a vegan, cruelty-free skincare brand. All of their products, packaging, shipping materials, tissue paper are either biodegradable or made from recycled materials. Definitely go and check them out. I really appreciate small businesses especially that really try to provide something or make changes in the way that they're doing it, even if it means it's more expensive. They are also part of 1% for the planet, which means that they give 1% of all their sales towards charities that support the earth. They are so lovely and they smell wonderful. Hello, beautiful, wonderful people. Today it is time to talk skincare. The first thing I really wanted to stress before starting is I want you to remember every single person is unique. Your skin is going to be different from other people's, and so all you really need to do is understand your skin better so that you can heal it, nourish it and feed it in the way that it needs so that it can be at its best. My first tip has to be for you to understand your skin type. Now, there are many tests that you can do, many different methods, but the one that I found works best for me is using the Ayurvedic skin type test. Now, there are so many you can find online and I can link them below, but to break it down and make it a little simpler, for this video, I am going to break it into 3 different groups. You have your dry, which is Vata, your sensitive, which is Pitta, and your oily, which is Kapha. So you can actually be a combination of 2 of them, but for the purpose of this video and to keep it simple, I'm going to stick to those 3 broader types. Understanding your skin is definitely the key because it will determine what products and oils you use. Actually, your skin will change depending on the climate and the season. So the more you understand it, the easier it will be to balance it out. A little disclaimer, if you are having serious skin issues, I really recommend going to see an Ayurvedic skin specialist before you try any of these treatments. Next up, let's talk cleansing. Now, if there is one thing and one thing only that you take away from this video, it is that cleansing is an essential. Now, what's actually the point of cleansing? Cleansing is vital to remove all the makeup, dirt, pollution that builds up on our face. Now, if we don't cleanse our face, it can actually lead to accumulation of all of these bad things on our face, clogging up our pores, reducing blood circulation and collagen production. So basically, it reduces all the things that you need for healthy, glowy skin. Now, one thing cleansing should absolutely not be doing is stripping our skin of their oils. So you have to make sure you're not using harsh chemicals on your skin. Keep it gentle and natural as possible. I personally love oil cleansers. Now, there are so many ways that you can make DIY ones at home, but I haven't quite got there yet. And so here are some of my favorite natural Ayurvedic brands that I've been using for a long time and have really noticed an incredible difference in my skin using them. There's Blue Beautifly's Calendula Oil Cleanser. True Botanics, they have a cleansing oil too. And I also use Renavat's Luminous Ceremony Cream Cleanser too. So some natural options that you can just make at home. If you have dry or sensitive skin, rose water works great. And if you have oily skin, then witch hazel toners are the best for you. After you've cleansed your skin and you feel calm and relaxed, it's time to exfoliate. Now, you can exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. I actually gently exfoliate every single day, and I find it really helps brighten my skin and give it that glow that I like. The reason you have to exfoliate after you cleanse is because cleansing takes off all the impurities, and with exfoliation, you're really rubbing off all those dead skin scales and dead skin scale. Exfoliating allows you to remove all the dead skin cells that are underneath. Nailed it! Exfoliating actually increases the amount of blood flow going to your face, and so it really helps give you that rosy, healthy look.
A brisk rub down with a large, soft towel tops off the bath. It speeds up the flow of fresh oil from the oil glands to help keep the skin soft.
Don't exfoliate too hard. Most exfoliators have little granules in them, and so it's doing the work for you. Just exfoliate gently around your skin, because if you don't, it can actually end up leaving little scabs underneath your skin, which makes your skin look duller rather than bright and glowy. If you have sensitive skin, you're going to take some ground oatmeal, mix it with water, leave it to set a little bit, and it will become a bit gloopy. rub that gently onto your face and wash it off again with warm water. And lastly, if you have oily skin, then you can mix some coarse cornmeal or some rice flour with some oil, rub it in circular motions, and again, wash it off with warm water. So my go-to is usually oil mixed with some sugar. I find it works really well for my skin. But if you want some brands that I have also used, I absolutely love Renavert's face polish and Blue Beautifly's pineapple enzyme exfoliant. It smells incredible. Next, let's talk about toning your skin. Now, I actually never used to tone my skin. I probably didn't do it until about a year ago. Toning actually tightens and preps your skin for your moisturizer, but it also helps to close up your pores again after having exfoliated and cleansed. So it reduces the amount of dirt that can accumulate and clog up your pores. So when it comes to moisturizing, which is going to be our next step, I personally love using oils, but you have to be really careful about the quality of the oils too. So I recommend getting organic, because sometimes the nutritional value and the benefits of the oils are damaged and ruined by the extraction and the process that they go through before getting into the bottle. The crops that the oils come from may also be sprayed with pesticides and chemicals if you don't buy organic, which you really don't want going onto your skin. So usually I will have an oil, and then I'll also add an essential oil that makes a really good nourishing moisturizer. So there are different oils that you will be using depending on your skin type. If you have dry skin, you can use avocado, almond oil, and sesame oil. If you happen to have sensitive skin, you can use coconut oil, sunflower oil, and olive oil. Or if you have oily skin, you can use safflower, mustard, or almond. Now in Ayurveda, usually they recommend medicating your oils with either essential oils or herbs. Now you may not have heard of many of these, but they are very much so available across Amazon and lots of different herb stores online. So if you have dry skin, we have shatavari and ashwagandha for your herbs, and for your essential oils, you should be using jasmine or bergamot. For sensitive skin, you can use neem or shatavari as your herb, and for your essential oils, you can use rose or lavender. For oily skin, you can also use neem. It has wonderful qualities that goes across many of the different skin types, and for your essential oils, you can use tea tree and rosemary. I also recently came across an oil called helichrysum. I had never heard of it before, but I found out it's often called the immortal flower. I've heard that it has incredible anti-aging properties and really soothes sensitive skin. It's great for all skin types, and I usually just at night add in a couple of drops into my oil, and I can honestly say I really have seen a difference since I've been using it. I also recently found out that citrus oils are photosensitizers. That basically means that it makes your skin more sensitive to sunlight. So these are best used in your skincare products at night. If you're looking for an all organic, all Ayurvedic range, there is a beautiful spa in New York called Pratima, but she also has a range of her products on her website online that you can order to your home. So I would definitely recommend hers too. So now let's talk about taking care of the skin that's around our eyes. Actually, it's the thinnest part of our skin, and so we have to be really careful about the heavy oils and heavy moisturizers that we use. Ideally, when you use any eye creams, you should be patting them around your eyes, but not close to the eyelids. Underneath your cheekbones is where you should be patting your eye cream or oils. Then the oils actually absorb up towards your eye and take in the right amount that it needs. The skin around my eyes actually used to be very dry, and I used to have quite dark circles around them too. And I really think it was because I was using the products all wrong. And I actually think I was overhydrating them and putting way too much product on them, which was making them look duller and puffier. One thing my mum absolutely swears by, and by the way, she's been doing this for 40 years, she splashes cold water on her eyes every morning. Now she says that we should do it about 20 times in each eye, but I will say that it's never good to have extreme hot or extreme cold water on your skin. It's just like the seasons. When we go outside in cold weather, it dries our skin out, and the same thing when we go out in extreme hot weather. So it's exactly the same when it comes to the water that we use. So there are two companies that I have used religiously for the past few years when it comes to eye care. Dr. Dennis Gross, he has a variety of serums and eye creams that I swear by. Or if you want more of an oil-based serum, Renavert has the saffron serum, which smells divine. Now let's talk hydration. Now, without water, our organs can't function properly, and if our organs are not functioning properly, it naturally seeps through to our skin too. Our skin health is a direct reflection of our internal organs too. And so when we hydrate our bodies, actually the hydration goes directly to the places that we need them first, which is our vital organs. So we have to make sure that we're drinking enough to replenish them, but also to replenish our skin too. Remember, our skin is the largest organ over our body, so we need to make sure we are drinking plenty to hydrate hydrate each part of us. Luckily, our skin usually tells us when we're not hydrated enough. You will see your skin getting flaky, dry, and a little bit crusty too. So pay attention. If you see different parts of your skin going dry, then you probably are not drinking enough water. But also remember that it's not just water where we get our hydration from. It's our fruits and vegetables too. Pick hydrating vegetables that have high water content, like cucumbers and squashes and celery. There are so many vegetables that are actually predominantly water, and so we can also hydrate through our food too. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is sunblock. I know you've probably heard about it so much, but I'm going to mention it anyway, just in case someone hasn't. Sunblock is essential. It really helps protect our skin from the harmful UV rays that come from our beautiful sunshine. Those UV rays can actually affect the collagen production and elasticity of our skin, which contributes to the premature aging of skin, but also has been linked many times to skin cancer also. And so it's very important to make sure we are wearing our sunblock. So when it comes to sunscreen or sunblock products, there are many out there with a lot of chemicals. The ones I found are the most natural and that protect me the best are the mineral sunscreens. 3 brands that I've been using recently are Pacifica Beauty, Alba Botanicals, and Babbo Botanicals. Next up, let's finally talk products. Now, one thing I would say is you must read your labels. Our skin is the largest organ of our body, and actually every single thing that we put onto it absorbs into our body and into our bloodstream and into our organs. If you can't eat it, don't put it on your face. I know sometimes when you go to stores and you're looking for a moisturizer or a cleanser or any product for your skin, it can be quite difficult because when you look at the ingredients, it has all of these chemical names that you probably have no idea about. If you want to find out more about that, there are so many articles online listing the dirty dozen of skincare, and you should really try to avoid at least those 12. But basically, if you start going as natural as possible, you will save yourself so much more time by not having to look at each ingredient at the back of your products and having to decipher them into the language that you understand. Now let's talk about a little self-care ritual that you can do either in the morning or the evening or both like me. Face massage, according to Ayurveda, is a vital part of your skincare routine. It helps increase the circulation to your face, but also helps keep it tight and firm. Here is a simple face massage that I learned from Ayurvedic masseuse in India, and I've been using it ever since. So first of all, you're going to take the oil and you will massage your neck first. All you're doing is simple strokes upwards towards your chin. Next, for your cheeks, you'll do simple circular motions around your cheekbones all the way down to your chin. For your forehead, you're again doing long strokes where you're pushing from the middle of your eyebrows all the way up to your head. And then you're doing horizontal strokes all the way down to your temples. For your eyes, you're going to use circular motions using your ring finger, going all the way around your eyes, but also taking it from the middle of your eyebrows all the way to your temples again. So the reason we actually take a lot of the toxins towards our temples is because in Ayurveda it says that that's where some of our detox channels are in our face. Lastly, exercise is not just for our body, it's for our skin too. When we sweat, it actually removes a lot of the toxins that are lying deep within our skin. So exercising daily can really help take out all those toxins and replenish our skin, making it look absolutely vibrant and lovely. If you feel like your skin needs a deep nourishment, you can do a mask once or twice a week. My favorite one to make at home is avocado, lemon and coconut oil. But if you fancy buying them, my favorite one is the Blue Beautify Blue Tansy face mask. So I really hope that those tips were useful. They are tips that I've accumulated over a long period of time and been incorporating into my skincare routine for a while now. And I've genuinely only shared things that I found have really helped me. Just remember that we can only do so much from the outside. Our skin is directly linked to our gut health, our digestion, and our organ health. And so really understanding our bodies and helping to nourish them from the inside out is vital to all of this information. Adding things externally works really well when we also have the internal stuff sorted too. But that's for another video. Sending you all so much love and gratitude.